All right, good morning, everybody. It's your boy Akeem, and welcome to today's blogs. Here to wrap things up with the Big Ten East Division blogs for my previews of the 2016 college football season. For this blog, I'm going to talk about Michigan State. Now, Michigan State had a 12-2 record last season, winning the Big Ten championship, but then got shut out in the Cotton Bowl against eventual champs, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Now, Mark D'Antonio has some work to cut out for him offensively because there are some key players that he's going to have to replace. Starting with quarterback Connor Cook, who's no longer with the team. He had to enter the NFL draft. They also lost their top receiver in Aaron Burbridge and a great offensive tackle in Jack Conklin, which was tough breaks. So they're going to have some players who's going to have to step it up to fill in those voids. And at quarterback, they looks like they're going to start Tyler O'Connor, 6'3", 225 pounds. He did have 2 touchdown passes and 1 interception last season. Very little experience at quarterback, but he still has some great talent around him, starting with the slew of running backs that they have, led by L.J. Scott, 238 pounds, and he actually had 11 rushing touchdowns last season, including the game winner against Iowa in the Big Ten championship. L.J. Scott should be the top feature back, but they still had Gerald Holmes and Maldre London. All 3 of these players did rush for over 500 yards last season. At the receiving core, R.J. Shelton is going to be stepping up as possibly the top wide receiver. He was even used at running back at times. He had 127 yards on the ground to go along with over 500 yards receiving. I think he's going to be the featured wide receiver for this team this upcoming season. Now, defensively, I think they're going to be just fine. They only really lost their top pass rusher in Shalik Calhoun, who had 10.5 sacks last season, second in the Big Ten Conference. But they still had the return of linebacker Riley Bola, which is a great thing. Also, they in the interior line, they have Malik McDowell, who had 5 sacks last season to go along with 41 tackles. I think they're going to be fine in the interior line. Now, as far as the secondary, one player that I'm looking at in particular at 6'1", 198 pounds, Demetrius Cox, who had 3 interceptions and 6 pass breakups last season to go along with 78 tackles. That shows that he has the ability to even get to the line of scrimmage and even help in run support. I'm looking forward to see how he performs as far as his cover skills. If he is better at that, he could be a sneaky prospect for the upcoming NFL draft. Now, looking at their schedule, there's going to be some key games that they have to be really concerned about. Starting on September 17th, I believe the second game of the season against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. That is going to be at Notre Dame. September 24th, they have to play against Wisconsin. That could be a scare. October 15th, this is a non-division game against Northwestern. Northwestern did have 10 wins last season, 10-3. October 29th, on my birthday, against Michigan, an in-state rivalry, big brother versus little brother rivalry there. And November 19th, I think these 2 games in particular, Michigan and the game against Michigan, and on November 19th against the Ohio State, those 2 games are really going to determine who will win the East Division, in my opinion, to head to the Big Ten championship. Now, for this season, due to the fact that they have to have a new quarterback under center, I really think that Ohio State is going to win the East Division because they do have the return of J.T. Barrett and still have great talent defensively and even on the offensive side as well. But Michigan is just going to have to kind of rebuild. We don't really see how O'Connor is going to perform at quarterback. That kind of draws me back away from Michigan State. I think Ohio State's going to pull off the East Division and make it back into the Big Ten championship. But this is going to be a tight race between Michigan State, and the Ohio State University. But I'm going to have to go with their overall record. I still think they could pull at least 9 wins, so I'm going to have them going 9-3 overall due to the stacked up defense. Mark D'Antonio is entering his 10th season. I think he's going to be just fine on the defensive side, but I'm a little bit concerned offensively, so I think they're going to go 9-3 overall. Now, the next time I'm going to catch you guys will be in just a couple minutes. I have 3 more blogs for this morning. Thank you for watching this blog. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.